Alright. I hope this is working this time. Guess I'll find out once the stream's over. But I was hoping to start this like a lot earlier. And then I found out that like every single VOD I upload to YouTube in the past 9 months has missing audio. So that's cool. Fortunately I have those videos, but it just turns out that YouTube doesn't like audio or videos with multiple audio files. And I guess I didn't check them thoroughly enough, so I'm currently re-rendering every single VOD, like all 100 plus of them in the last, whatever, 9 months and plus it is. And hopefully, obviously not all at once, I wish I could do it all at once. It's gonna take a few weeks. But yeah, there's gonna be stuff rendering in the background, so hopefully this stream doesn't get fucked because of it. But I'm hoping everything's working too. I had to change a couple settings, but I think everything should be better. So yeah, I've been dealing with that for the last 2 hours because fuck YouTube and their wacky audio uploading capabilities. What's about rendering VODs? So basically every single VOD I rendered in the last, or upload to YouTube in the last 9 months is missing audio because I switched to using multiple audio tracks in OBS, which is fine. MP4 files handle that fine. Sony Vegas handles that fine. Even Windows Media Player handles it fine. But YouTube, when you upload a video with multiple audio tracks, and I didn't know about this, it only uses the first audio track in the video. So if you go watch any of my VODs from like the last 9 months, you'll see that there's perfect quality gameplay and audio, but no other, no YouTube videos if it's like a Minecraft thing, no commentary, because those are all on tracks 2 and 3. So I now have to go through and render down every single VOD in the last 9 months, all 100 plus of them, into a single audio track, so that I can re-upload them to YouTube the way that they're supposed to be. So I've got a couple running in the background right now. Hopefully this isn't affecting stream. Doesn't look like it is to any major degree. But if stream goes to shit, that is why. And then stream will probably stop because I'm just gonna have to like render videos for the next 3 weeks. Like non-stop, basically. It's really dumb. I don't know why YouTube's like that, considering it's just an MP4 file. It's literally the same MP4 file format used everywhere else, but YouTube's like, nah, we're only gonna touch the first audio track for some reason. Whatever. Wish I managed to figure that out, you know, months ago, but I think I found every single one of them. Everything before March 1st seems okay. At least a few I checked. But if there's any more I find in the future, then I'll probably have to fix those too. Because, I mean, I still have all the video files, so it's like, not a huge deal. It's just unfortunate because it takes like 8 hours to render a 5-hour VOD. Oh, YouTube does support multiple audio tracks. It's just you have to add them manually, and they can only be special tracks. They have to be like their own MP3 files that you upload. You can't just upload an MP4 with multiple video audio tracks. Even though like it's just an MP4 file. This is part of the MP4 file format. Why can't it just work? YouTube, the biggest video hosting site out there, and it's like, nah, we can't let you use multiple audio tracks in the same video. That'd be too useful. So I fixed it now. It's not gonna affect anything. Starting with this stream, that should not be an issue anymore, because I'm just going to start recording everything down to one audio track, basically. Or well, everything but YouTube. YouTube will still be on a separate track so that it's easy for me to cut things if I need to. But gameplay and commentary are all going to be on the same track, so hopefully that doesn't sound like shit later. I don't think it will. It was never an issue. It was just a convenience thing. Just unfortunate I have to do things that way. So the plan tonight is to do some MSQ. Try and get a bunch of it done. I want to start stream like hours ago, but then I got distracted with that problem. So, I don't know, maybe there'll be another stream tomorrow if I feel like it. Who knows? I might just spend the day rendering videos.
Come to see
instead.
how we're getting on. We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one
Wait, what's the
big issue we
Matroska
still
file
have to
format?
address. Leadership.
Because, like, I
The
mean,
Domans
MP4
had Lord
supports
Hien ready and willing to
multiple
take the
tracks
throne,
just fine.
but we've got no one like that here.
They open and work in Sony Vegas perfectly.
Theodoric was our last ruler,
It's amazing.
and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Wait, why did these windows just pop up? The fuck?
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find
My
a new way forward.
File Explorer just came to the front for
only
some
it were that
reason.
easy.
That's weird.
Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the
Okay,
time being,
nothing
we're
stopped
just
rendering.
going to have to keep leaning on General
Here's gonna be
Din
doing
and the
weird shit, I
Alliance
guess.
for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
Well, you don't want a king, just
But if that's
become
what
a
it takes,
democracy.
I'm ready
Easy.
to talk
That's
till
what
my
everyone else
jaw
does.
aches.
That's the cool thing to do these days, right?
The Reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So burn it down? Got it. I'll go get the matches.
There you are.
Oh, is that the MK? Is that what
searching all
MKV
over
is?
for you.
I already used that. Yeah, I use that for other backups.
Don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
It's nothing bad, but I still don't want to do it in public. Okay, that means it's something bad.
I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
Okay, never mind. That's not bad at all.
After
That's the
all,
opposite of bad.
We were adventurous before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
I don't know if he's gonna approve. I feel like Alphino wouldn't be for adventuring unless there's a purpose. He'd probably rather, you know, go start another war or something. That's what he's known to do, right? He started the last two wars. Mind you, they were heading to war anyways. But he was kind of put in charge of them. Let's use the MKV Tunic software and .ass subtitles. Can literally never go back. Oh my god, I forgot about .ass. Yeah, I'll use MKV for backups because just in case like OBS shits the bed, which has happened a couple times. This saves me the trouble of having to like re-download things off of Twitch later on. But I still have to switch to MP4 because, you know, I still have to render one of those out because of YouTube. Although even if it could read MKV, I highly doubt they would support multiple audio tracks because that would just be too nice of them. Right then, let's go find Master Levier. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for a little adventure. Wait for us by the 8th right, and we'll be along shortly. See you there. What kind of adventure are we going on? Seems really suspicious. Like, there's no motive here, there's no, like, imminent danger. So what the hell are we gonna do? Like, I'm actually, at least with the last couple, wait, body 8th right over here. At least with, like, the last couple intermission sections of the game, it kind of made sense. Like, things weren't really quite done and it immediately introduced whatever was next. This is like the first time where it's been like, yeah, everything is kind of solved. What now? At least it feels like that. So what's the plan here? 1.1 terabytes for the subtitle file? Wait, subtitle file for what? How much text is there? Well, I guess there's other things too, but surely it can't be that big. Like, any other instructions on there probably can't be that much. Previous message. Oh wait, for MKV Tunics? Or Toolnix? Like, what does that software do exactly that causes it to generate a 1 terabyte file? Seems insane. Like, I can only think of a couple things that might even get close to that. That's still multiple files, though. Greetings, Abin. 'Twould seem we are to accompany Arvinov on a matter of escapade. You any idea what you've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. I'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy, and Thederic sat at the throne. Uniquely brutal despot by all accounts. That he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined. His dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Ralger's Reach being burned to the ground. Oh, so someone already burned it to the ground for us. Okay, I guess I'll go put the matches away then. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the king. It's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. Ah, I believe that the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have in mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others might surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned to the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. The gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine, the three of us, delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought of doesn't set your heart to racing. Good old-fashioned treasure hunt. I can't complain about that. Certainly beats starting wars. Get a new emote too from this? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's, yeah. That makes sense then if they're converting images into text like that. It's an entire anime? Oh, it's just one episode. I thought it was like multiple episodes. Alright, what's the plan? How we get in there? The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the imperial province of Damaska has already risen up in rebellion, which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Arvinov. Have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by the other treasure hunters fared, nothing oozing about the palace doesn't like to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to ask around. That be another way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the allied archivists and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. They uncovered the trove during their occupation. The event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who have worked as palace servants and officials in Thederic's day. Given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who have been seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arnvald, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks while Albin makes the rounds in Alamigan Quarter. Ha, and here I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I might, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at the Guildbard's Gate. Hey Jack, how's it going? How's this video looking here? Nope, still as slow as usual. Although the time went down quite a bit. Maybe this won't take 9 hours. That's good. Alright, going for a treasure hunt, eh? Wonder what we're gonna find. Probably whatever stupid plot thing is gonna happen next, I'm sure. Probably gonna uncover the next danger that's gonna take over the world. Palace? No, not me, lad. Surely you've heard the stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up to the divine audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say, I stayed far away from the palace as possible. That makes a lot of sense. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Okay, well clearly this guy over here is gonna know something, right? I mean, that's how this rule of 3 works. You talk to 2 of them, they know nothing. The 3rd guy always knows something. What the hell's going on over here? You okay, dude? Can't tell if he's creeping the lady out or if she's worried for him. Did I just go to a dead end? Okay, good. I took the longest path possible, didn't I? Wait, can't I fly here? Yeah, never mind. Fuck your city. Stupid roads. Who the hell designed this place? Probably the same person who designed my city. Roads make no sense. And this city doesn't even need cars. Aye, I served at the pleasure of the King Theodoric, and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, try not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. You're hell-bent on finding out what happened in the palace. Head down the street there and ask old Ernold. He was the king's scribe. Okay, a scribe would definitely know about a secret passage. He probably had to record it. If, you know, he's going around recording everything the king ever says or does. Probably recorded the very day he made that place. Yes, I'm Ernold. What do you want from me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days, the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court thaumaturge to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect, resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. And now my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. Okay, well now I'm starting to think that there's probably not treasure in this palace after all. It's something a lot worse. How many patches do you think I'm going to get through today? Well, if I started like 3 hours ago, we could have probably done 2. Sadly, I don't know. Depends how long this one is, I guess. No promises, but I'm probably going to stream this tomorrow too, to be honest. Because I really wanted like a much longer stream today, but I was trying to figure out what I needed to do with the YouTube stuff first. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures. I found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself. I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or the Imperials somehow overlooked it. What would you have been? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Just some, classic horror stories, that sort of thing. Dead people just tossed underneath the palace. Turned into monsters. What could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Algeria who spoke of a palace's subterranean prison. He said not of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Would the scribe fellow have been spinning him a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Abin? I mean, he was the scribe after all. Why would he lie? If he was afraid, that does lead credence to the tale. I'm not sure how that helps in our search. Don't be so hasty. Arnold's antidote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden. But ere I share my theory, there is matter I would clarify. Arenvald, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear it, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pureblood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage. Took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Oh shit. Wait, it's a third eye? I was wondering what that thing was supposed to be in them all, but is it like actually an eye? But they're not supposed to have magic, so what could it be then? Again, she turned me out on the streets, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. Best I could say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me to the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I choose steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Thedric's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arenvald, and I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I fail to best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Abin, are you content to surrender the treasure to Arenvald's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? It's fine, it's probably not worth as much as my treasure. I'm probably richer than he'll be. And I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's trove, if you are minded to hear it. Are these any good? Casting, aiming maybe? Oh, but this is all level 370, so who the fuck cares? Well, you know what? Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it's like an upgrade in our appearance at the very least. You got an email for refund for Uno? Oh man, I'm sure you're really happy about that one. Imagine having to stream Uno. Like, what is the point of streaming Uno? What kind of device are you using that can't run Uno, of all things? What was this Uno? Did it have like ray traced 4K graphics? It's fucking Uno. It came free with Xbox. And yet here you had to subscribe to it. I bet you could download Uno for your phone for free. Of course Uno's included with the Xbox. Hell, I've got Uno for free on my PlayStation if I wanted to. I've got a box of Uno upstairs. I don't need to pay Google to use my box of Uno cards, do I? Exactly. The hell pays a subscription for a streaming service just to play Uno? Actually, okay. Oh, well. Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourned to a more suitable location. In case a rival treasure hunter overhears our plans, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. I want to see what this armor is for glamour purposes. I know it's worse. They're all worse, but I had to pick one. So, let's see what we got. If it's any better in terms of looks. I don't know if this is even something that would be appropriate for a range, but if it turns to glamour, it's not going to matter. Where is it? Wait, can I even use it? I was going to just, like, equip it to see what it was. Where is it? Level 370, right? Where is it? Wait, what the hell? What did I get out of it? Oh, did it not put it in my... No? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it's an accessory set. Oh. Were they all accessory sets then? Well, who cares then? Whatever. I don't know why I didn't think it was... I thought it was clothes. That's fine. Can I just go over the doors? Fuck your doors. I can fly. Oh wait, we have to go all the way here? Oh, okay, no. It's close enough. I'm not gonna teleport. Glam's accessories. Well, I don't know. I kind of thought about glamming accessories because I realized you can still see all the, like, the choker and rings and stuff that I've got equipped from the 400 set. They kind of look out of place, but at the other hand, like, it's not a big deal. I thought it was an outfit I could use. Forgive me, 'twas not my intention to draw out our proceedings. I simply wish to have Locke in sight when I explain things. Are we going to go for a swim? Didn't I already go down here? Is this your big plan? Prior to the great flood of the 6th Umbral Calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines, and this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the 5th Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war, yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace, mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe, was not a reference to the prison, but a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kingsmen were cast down there not simply out of desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, are you saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely. And since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have certain advantages from which they did not enjoy. Abin, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route to the ruins? Will you do that? Our Involve and I will seek out an escrolled portal within the palace. You just think there's gonna be a portal there? Like a back door? Big flashing arrow above it saying entrance to trove? Doubt it. But good luck with that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna actually go do all the real work. Where did it want me to go? Oh, way up here. Right, I forgot where the entrance was. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother with accessory glam. I thought it was an outfit. I just wanted like something different, you know? Something to change up the look. Because I don't want to be stuck with this all day. Limsa ads are nuts. Yeah, thank goodness I'm not there. Haven't been to Limsa in a while, actually. I've been in Ishgard for the most part. Because I've been working on crafting stuff. I was trying to level up mining and botany as much as I could so I could like work on all the others. Figured those were the best two to start with, because then I can go and gather everything I need. These are kind of cool plants. What are those crystals? No, I'd say they're a plant. Oh yeah, no, I haven't used the Firmament because I want to check that out on stream at some point, so I've been holding off on that. I've been using I had to, basically, I just have to use one guild leave, and then the rest I was able to get from job quests. I didn't have to do like any mining or gathering on my own to get from 50 to 60. Discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Oh hell yeah, I will. Holy shit. I'm liking this. It's nice having something a little more low-key than having to like save the world the moment you finish saving the world. You come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Bin, it's Elfino. We have searched the prison beneath the palace and found a door concealed by enchantments. Have you aught to report? And you believe it leads into the ruins? Excellent. Then I propose we proceed from our respective entry points and look to meet somewhere in the middle. Oh, come on, lads. We might as well make it a race. Victor goes to the first adventure to find a treasure. Godspeed. Well, a race? No, we should work together. The drowned city of Scala. Oh, that sounds cool. Unlocking custom deliveries. I did unlock collectibles, at the very least, but they didn't seem super useful, and I can't really do anything with them yet, because I need to craft them, I guess? Because it's just ingredients that you find, so I have to, like, get my crafting stuff up and unlock the recipes for them. Long ago in the dawn of the 5th Astral Era, the modest nation of Scala was founded in the land of Gurabania. Over the span of several centuries, its people constructed a grand city of stone at the bottom of a steep-walled ravine. Even this natural defense could not protect Scala from destruction during the terrible age of war. When the great flood of the 6th Umbral Calamity later swept across the realm, the hollow ruins of the city were lost to sight, its remnants submerged beneath a raging sea. Haunting the depths of what is now Lochseld, Scala's silent walls lure adventurers into the salt-laden waters with the promise of mysteries unsolved and treasures unclaimed. So is this not going to be the King's Trove, but actually just the trove of an ancient lost city? So we're not even looking for the right treasure anymore. That's cool. When do you unlock custom deliveries then? Is that like... Do I need a crafting job? Up to a certain level? Because I've only gotten a chance to do the gathering jobs. I haven't had a chance to do crafting stuff yet. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is why I wanted to start earlier. Although I guess 6:30 is not too bad. That's like a reasonable, sane time span. Crafting or gathering up to 60? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll just take a look for it then somewhere. Are they in Ishgard then? Or are they somewhere in Doma? Or Kugane? Like, what expansion would they be part of? Because the only post-ARR thing I've seen so far is the collectible stuff. Unlock the ability to find collectibles, and And then obviously we can do Foundation at some point. But everything else I haven't seen. They're in all expansions? Okay, so there's probably something in Ishgard then. Is it just like a quest then I have to go do, or is it like an NPC that has a bunch of them and they're all just reoccurring? You go to your crafting guide? Special recipes. Oh, is it this stuff? When did I get these? Is it these? This longbow and everything? Oh, is this where it was? I was looking for these recipes. I thought I didn't have them unlocked yet. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. All of these have them? Oh, here's custom deliveries. So I only have them on certain classes. Why would that be? You have to be a certain level for them? Well, this one starts at 57. Maybe that's why? What's my carpentry at? Carpentry is at 54. Blacksmith is only at 56. But I guess that's close to 57, so maybe that's why. Quest for each one is a different NPC. Oh, you don't have the tab yet? There's totally few in Idleshire. Okay. Well, I have the tab for some of them. It just seems like I'm just trying to figure out why not all of them. Like, what are the requirements that I'm missing on carpentry that I have on? Because, like, blacksmithing has it, but not carpentry. This doesn't have it. This one has it. So is this one. That one. Not that one. And I can do the cooking ones. Maybe let's unlock Zoe Aliapo. Is she in Mordona? Wait, isn't that the person I go to for the journals? The weekly journal things? Not Mordona, sorry. Idleshire is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's the... Isn't that the journal kid? I didn't see any other, like... When I talked to her, I didn't see anything related to this, though. That's the thing. Assuming that this is the right person. Oh, it's Chloe. Wait, who's Zoe then? Where the fuck is she? In here? That's Rowena. Well, where's her sister at then? Or is there something else I have to do first? Wait, it's in this building? I didn't see her. Where'd she be sitting? What is this symbol of the day? I'm gonna actually look this one up because I'm curious. Oh, it's just a fucking emoji. Did you run out of, like, letters and now you're just going through all the emoji ever? The emoji don't even render properly on my screen. It's just the, like the old emoticon style. The ASCII emoji. Gotta be level 60 crafter gatherer though. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but I should still be able to find her in my current state, no? Right? Like, it's not like she's gonna magically appear when she senses I'm a crafter. Wait, where? Which building? The other building? Oh, this building across the way. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. No wonder I couldn't see her. Excellent. There she is. So what's this about? Oh, why does no one want to buy my lovely treasures? Why is my tumbly rumbling so? Running a shop of your own sure is tough. However, does Rowena manage? However, does Rowena manage? Okay. I don't... Have I done this? Because, okay, well, I went through here and cleaned up, like, every single quest in Mordona, except for, like, the Rowena stuff, because I knew what I was getting into with that. Is it this? That's probably this, because it's level 60 and it's saying it's locked. I guarantee that this is probably locked to a crafter, in which case it's probably it. Change the gatherer? That's not gonna mess up our queue, right? Let me just see what this is. Oh no, this is other stuff, I guess. Change the gatherer. Okay, I'll change the gatherer. Oops, wrong button. I want... Well, we'll just go to botanist, because botanist is like level 61. Yeah, I remember that now. It's been a while since I've done crafting while waiting for dungeon queues. Alright. What, should I talk to her again? 5-6. It's apparently here. Well, 5-6 just puts me at... Oh, it's in the building. Yeah, wait, like, Womps is just like the original snowman, but then, yeah, the only time is able to post the actual emoji. That's what I'm confused about. Wait, no, it's back here. Okay, 5.6.9 is over here. Which way is up? Oh, there's a basement. Ooh. Wait a second. Nope, can't go in there. This just goes outside. Did you find it? I'm having a hard time finding where 5-6 is. I guess it's over here. Yeah, here we go. It's gotta be around here. Do you know what the quest was called? Just out of curiosity, because it's... Like I said, I went here and cleaned up every single quest quite a while ago. Is there a chance I already have done it? Arms wide open. I couldn't tell you offhand if I've done that, but let me take a look. Nope, I have not done that quest. If you did it, you'd have custom deliveries, though. I mean, true. But, I mean, there's no quests here. Okay, if it's called Arms Wide Open, let me take a look, too. Arms Wide Open. Whoops, wrong wiki. Where's the 14 wiki? There it is. Have I done Gold West Craftsman? What's this one? Quest continues the unlock process for the collectibles mechanic by opening the second tier to script exchange. Level 60. Oh, no, that's probably why then. I have not done that one. I have that one. I know which one that is. Did I put it in my journal? Or did I already do it? No, let me go take a look. Let me actually just look in here. Oh, whoops. What? Why is it not typing? There we go. Go west. Houseman. No, I have not completed it yet, so it's probably over here. Yeah, because I know I did the first step. I unlocked the ability to gather them. But I don't think I did this one because it was level 60. And nope, this is probably it here. It was level 60 and I wanted to get minor up before I started doing level 60 stuff. Yeah, that's it there. So that's why I don't have all that stuff yet. What is going on here? What kind of fucking biker gang is this? Are those all dogs? Or horses? I can't tell. Those look like dogs. What in the world is this mount? What is this? Is this like a paid mount? Don't tell me this is a paid mount. And this is just like 24 people flexing their wealth or something. That would be really weird. Some streamers beating Endwalker. Wait, is this like a mount drop? And he's just farming it out to random people? Free mount giveaway! And it's got like 1 million exclamation marks on the stream. All in caps. Oh, it's from MSQ. Oh, so these are all people that just like beat the story then. Interesting. Alright, well if we're gonna sit here and wait for this to go, fuck it, I'll grab this quest. It's something to do. Since MSQ for me is blocked, speaking of MSQ. If you've heard that Rowena's House of Splendors is expanding its operations, I'm proud to say that these rumors are true. We've established a presence in Idleshire, far to the west of the Dravanian hinterlands. You find yourself passing through, it may be prudent to introduce yourself to our representatives. Present this letter to them, and they will know if you have one of our suppliers. I'm guessing that's where we go back to here now. And we do the things. What's that last one you posted, Wop? That's a broken symbol for me. Let's see what Google says this one is. Playing card, 6 of clubs. I cannot see that symbol for some reason. Oh wait, can I? Oh yes I can. It's just that because it's a playing card, it just looks like the broken symbol. Like, you know when it's just like the letters and numbers of the actual Unicode? It looks just like it from far away because it's like 3 pixels by 3 pixels. No one's reading that. What a simple quest. It's okay, we've got more complex ones I could do too. It's just the issue is like a lot of the stuff I have in lined up for stream is dungeon. Side stuff is dungeons and we're already in queue. I was thinking like, oh yeah, you know, if we get long queue times, I'll just do MSQ. And then this happens. Begging pardon, sir. I haven't got the time to chat right now. Well, what if I gave you a letter telling you to shut up and chat with me? One of my sister's suppliers, eh? Well, now that's different. Pleased to make your acquaintance. As you can see, the house has come to Idleshire. We've only just gotten started. It's our hope that with the help of hardworking folk like yourself, it won't be long before we're at the center of trade in these parts. We'll do it by becoming the premier source of collectibles. Bring us whatever you've got, we'll pay you fair and value in scripts. We're at the beginning of a long and prosperous relationship. We're probably waiting for a tank. Oof. We also exchange scripts for items usable by disciples of the land or hand by speaking with the nearby representative. Oh, okay, so we can do them here too now. Cool. What's this one? These are crafting tombstones? Wait, can I exchange these for, like, crafting tombstone gear, perhaps? Well, if any one of our most reliable collectors got anything good for us today? Actually, hold that thought. Just remember that I've got something for you for a change. Favor task. What do you mean reliable collectors? Nothing. The only thing I ever collected was 4 bottles of sap. That's it. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so now we have to go talk to Zloe. Alright. Yeah, sure, let's go pay Zloe a visit. At some point in the future. Not right now, though, because I gotta switch back to... What was I? Dancer? Let's go. Custom deliveries are the best ways to get scripts. I see. That's an interesting looking enemy. This looks like a mix between the lost city of, what is it, Amdapor? The mushroom place? And maybe a little bit of Satasha, of all things. It's also just leaking from the ceiling, because why not? What kind of tank we got for us today? Oh, good. The kind of tank that likes to run. That's my favorite kind of tank, because that means we do dungeons faster. Get out there, please. Thank you. Do I know that kanji? I can't even see what that kanji is from here, unfortunately. I'm like looking at, like both of my screens are kind of far away. They're really small. The windows I have set up for chat, so I can't read anything. Even if it's in English, I can't read anything. So you have to wait until after this dungeon for me to inspect whatever you typed in there. I swear, if this treasure is literally just salt, because these are all just salt crystals, and like there's some history that gets revealed that the people of Scala were like super into salt and thought it was like really valuable. You know, the same way that people used to think aluminum was valuable. I'm gonna be very upset. And then it's gonna be like, yeah, the real treasure was salt, but I guess the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Oh, none of them, because we were already friends and we met no other people except a few random people on the street that do not even know who we are or care who we are. Also, I have not been using this, which I probably should be. Don't worry, that's gonna be a running gag. Me forgetting to use my dancing. It's all good though. We don't need it. We'll need it here to fight this giant seahorse thing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to press this. There we go. Ow. Where'd you go? What you gonna do? Hydro push. We want to stay over here so I don't get pushed all the way to the other side? I would say yes. Defense is cool. Oh, get away, please. Thank you. Wait for that to end. Hydro pull. Wait, pull. You want to stay back here? He's gonna pull us in. Yeah, see? I can read when it suits me. I don't know what those other guys are doing, standing there, unless they have like some ulterior motive or something. Kind of weird why they weren't back where we were, if he was going to pull us. There we go. All done. Yeah, I want to see what's in the loot. Could be something cool like music, or maybe even a minion. Wait, BRB? Can't just take a bathroom break in a dungeon? Come on now. Okay. Okay. I was like just checking on my video stuff. Are these like hands or what are these? That's like a single person. Wait, is this one enemy? I guess it is. I thought it was 3 enemies for some reason. Get my buff going. Oh, I haven't seen these guys in a while. Those Sentinels, they were in... Yeah, they were in a previous dungeon, but I think they're called something else, first of all. And second of all, I think they were also... A while ago. This is probably the last time I saw them. Oh, there he is. Oh, I see that orange over there. No. Not gonna trick me that easily. There's a lot of enemies. Get out of that one, please. These are some big circles. Most of them, so we should be pretty much safe. Unless these guys have some like stupid bullshit under their sleeves. There we go. What is this, boss? Is this like a jar? Kinda looks like one. Old one. You know, considering it's half the other shit I fought recently, it doesn't sound that intimidating. You're gonna want to try a little harder next time, okay? Oh, what? Oh, we have to defeat the not so old ones. Oh, with that green text, I thought it was someone typing. I was like, what the fuck are they typing? It didn't look like anything I've ever seen before in this game. Any sort of character see. Oh, great. That's fun. What do I do now? Have to destroy these as this? That works. Ooh, get out of there. Is that all of them? Good. Wait, is there like something inside? Is there like a cat or something in there? What the fuck? Who's driving these things? I thought it was just like an animate pot, but if there's like a cat in there... First of all, how is that cat in there? Come on, give me some good loot. That is an earring. That is not good loot. Well, I guess we found the vault. But the real question is it going to have the treasure we're looking for? I mean, it does look promising, so there's a good chance. Oh, what? Another one? Hey, where are you guys going? Oh, we have to use this? Oh, what? Oh. Oh, those aren't enemies. That's us. It's all just like leftover magic from whatever the fuck that thaumaturge was doing. Interesting gimmick. It's kind of weird though, only getting it this late in the dungeon, but sure. Yeah, now what are we doing? Flying again? I obtained a quick tongue materia 6. Where did I get that from? Is that what we've been transforming into, Zang Betos? Oh, it's these guys. I love these guys. Or at least this model. It's been used for a couple different enemies now. Oh, get out. Okay, there we go. All done. We just killed the entire royal family. They will never rest in peace now. There it is! It's the vault! What is this thing? Oh shit, it can stand on 2. Let's go. Okay, let me get this going first. I have to keep telling myself to do the yellow and then do the blue for the big finale. Because if I do the other way around, it's just like you don't do as much damage, right? Gotta put all my buffs on before we do anything cool. I love the Stormblood boss music. It's probably my favorite boss music so far. Stay away. There we go. Notice that just in time. Okay, RNG at the moment. Wait, when did I get debuff? I thought I did dodge the eye thing, so what was that from then? Oh, that. You know, the thing where he just like points at you and hits you and then you just refuse to dodge it because you're dumb? That thing. Oh, was that on me? Oh shit, my bad. It's okay, everyone's having a hard time realizing that the giant ring of acid darkness stuff is on them. Okay. It's only 20 seconds of debuff. We can handle that. I say as I get fucking spun. Stay away. Look there. Anyone gonna limit break to finish him off? Wow, how boring. His mane kind of looks like dirty carpet. Like that really dirty, shaggy carpet that houses in the 70s used to have. Is that person in the back trying to go for a Minfilia look? Because that's not a half bad job. Why they have to like dig through the ceiling? What happened?
Are you all right?
Aye. Aye. Everything's still attached.
Ah, it seems both our paths led here. Very good. We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
And you know, same old. The usual.
Much the same, then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But
The food delivery driver called you mid-final boss.
Fortune?
You couldn't wait like just 10 more seconds?
By the
Can't believe that guy.
There is even more than I imagined.
Well, at least there's a real treasure here and it didn't turn out to be fake. Unless this is all fake. Is that the picture of Theodoric? Jeez, look at that hair.
I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Well, that was fun. Ironvald and I forged ahead at the fastest pace we could manage, but I was not surprised to find you waiting for us. I suppose it serves us right for challenging the Warrior of Light. Next time we should agree on some manner of handicap. We may have lost Alphino. Think of what we found. Quite. I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like how you reeled at the sight of the floating spectre, you mean? You should have heard him scream a bit. Must we down such monetary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove, and while that is all that matters. The Butcher's Blood. That sounds fun and relaxing and not horrible in any way. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news. I think Lee should be the first. Seconded, there's a meeting of representatives from across El Amigo, so she is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? The biggest change from ARR to Heavensward is making everyone British. Oh yeah, of course. Well, they were British before. It was just, you know, 600 years have passed, and now they're like modern British instead of Shakespearean British. I think that was the real change. We want to get into specifics here. Oh, right down here. Thank God for flight, because these streets suck. I thought that was a botanist. He kind of looks like the same outfit I've got. 600 years, you know, 1400s, Shakespearean time. Because if you remember ARR's dialogue, that's basically what it was. So it was still British. It was just 600 years old. Oh, you three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like the answer. joking. The Mad King's trove. I thought it was myth. So did plenty of people. They didn't have been an Alphino in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Arnvald did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I've taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. You will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters. They should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it well. Thank you. Oh, and there's one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have a head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out sacks of gil won't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course. I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem. Deep breaths. Tell me what's happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters. They've started making demands. You best come and see for yourself. Oh no. Now, is this mob pro-monarchy or anti-monarchy? I'm gonna say pro because I thought it was well known that she wanted to get rid of the monarchy. So why would those people be protesting?
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
And who's that?
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
What?
Bring her out! Bring her out!
I am very confused.
What's going on?
Someone let slip about Fedorla.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Butcher the...
Oh.
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
I see what's going on here. They want justice.
Calm down!
But
That
their
monster
justice.
and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Yeah, well, killing her is not going to bring them back, so...
And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh?
Orange
And
didn't
here
get the
you are,
memo. Yeah.
protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about.
If anyone can shut up this crowd, it's him.
Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers.
I see what he's getting
I
at here.
share your thirst for justice, for vengeance.
We gotta interrogate the
But
prisoner
we will
before we
gain
kill him.
only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
I mean, they wouldn't want to be called savages, right?
I know you're right. I do. But I can't.
It's okay. You're called troublemaker. It's understandable if you wouldn't be able to forgive her. He's gonna cause problems, isn't he? Then a Rabard's gonna give him way too much leeway. And then just kill him. Opinions on edamame. Mame. I've had it a little bit. I like it in those like sesame cracker snack mixes you get in bulk sections at supermarkets. Those are really good. They're usually like spicy when mixed in with that. I don't think I've ever had it, oh shit. I don't think I've ever had it in the shell though. I know you can also buy it frozen. I've never had it that way either. Only dried. Dried and spicy, but it was very good. My thanks, Raban. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. It is a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas the same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over, and the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We have reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. It starts with insults most often, but sometimes someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even sought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. Maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Where are the representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It would be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Anata and Kinkern to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads. This meeting will determine which path it takes. The matter of Ferdola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She just herself has to be put to death. Nago, how would you explain why we wouldn't do that? Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now. Where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated, and everyone who didn't resist? There'd be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. That, like, turned to rain real fast. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Ferdola? Only, I caught a glimpse of her past. A moment of it, anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, unforgiving things, but in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Ferdola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let her emotions color your judgment when she does. So what, they had to leave like Louis Sua's staff in there or something to keep her neutralized? The commander's permission to enter then? Enter the prison. There's a very big cell. She's gonna break out again, isn't she? And cause lots of trouble. That's what's gonna happen, right?
So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you? Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
Not to answer some questions
That's not why
first.
we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Oh, be careful. You're gonna rile her up and then she's gonna get her power and then just go ham. Go Super Saiyan on all ya. Escape. And then it's too late. Should be long gone.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right!
Oh, look at her being all fancy and attending high-class parties.
What's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Is Gaius gonna kill her parents? Gonna kill her parents and then kidnap her.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Now that's a name I've never heard before.
Father, what did that man call us?
That's one way to describe the Garleans, I guess. Bunch of science nerds.
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Uh-oh. Are they throwing rocks at her?
Fadola!
That's like such a weak throw.
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arms.
This is your country, though?
We're citizens. We have rights.
Rights. Right.
I'm scared.
It's It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors!
You know, I would say that attacking someone loyal to the Garleans isn't much different than just attacking the Garleans outright. Oh, so they killed their father. Hey, there's a murder over there.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
But I want some fun too. He's probably thinking. He looks so disappointed.
Fadola, please.
Yeah, I guess we are really close to Shadowbringers, aren't we?
Citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier?
But we still have like a decent chunk of this to go through.
Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honouring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, by playing right into their hands and doing exactly what the Garleans want. But I guess that all kind of led up to that moment where she just murdered everyone in the room and then fired the cannon on the castle. That was pretty smart. That did actually help a lot. Reckless, maybe. But you can't deny it wasn't useful.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Maybe she's just too dumb to think of ideas like that.
Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Hey, you know how it is. Don't have, like, full control over it.
Stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a goddamn thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Oh shit. What's happening? Wait, does she have the echo of her own now? Is that what they gave her? Because I remember she just had like Super Saiyan powers, but... Yeah, she totally has the echo.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much.
But she's gonna now, like,
for anyone.
feel bad for us and then just join the Scions?
The things
just like that?
they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
You know why? You saw. I know you were in my head stealing my memories.
Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it.
What, is she implying there's gonna be an execution anyways?
Let's go.
I mean, that's what she wanted, so, you know, it's fine. She asked for it. Bye-bye. Fun in darkness. When people see you with the echo and they always just go, what the fuck? Yeah, and then now she has echo too, and it's like, well shit. I guess that makes me a hypocrite. Guess I'll shut up now. What kind of music did we get? The measure of our reach? The Garlean territorial anthem for Garabania and the surrounding states. The measure of our reach. What a name. Name of that length would make Toho jealous. I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least. Aye, and I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you a bit, but the visions only come to me every now and then. The way Fordola kept wincing though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between one who is born with the echo and one who is artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring that research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they may have some answers for us. General Aldean's over there is overseeing the investigation. Let's go pay him a visit, shall we? The Alamegan Anthem. Wasn't that, like, that was one of the songs in the MSQ, wasn't it? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was. It's just over here, opposite side of the city. Okay, yeah. Let's go in. Oh good, I've been looking forward to exploring this place. It's very, Shinra-esque. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it. Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arenvald noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? We've been hard-pressed to just organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the science expert assistance, if you have the time to lend a hand. Alright, what's these pods doing? Because they had to like manually insert that eye, so what exactly are these pods for? Handheld orchestration would be sick. I think they can make something like that work in the context of the universe. Although, if we have the Garlean Empire now, couldn't we just like have a literal iPod? Considering all the tech shit they have, surely they have an MP3 player that we could borrow. The device in which Kryl was held seems even more ominous now that you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. Did they use Kryl to, like, copy her powers and then mass produce them? Was that the idea? Ooh, that makes sense. The Outworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices. They've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the aether of the occupant. Save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. Well, I mean, if you can't have magic of your own, just copy someone else's magic, I guess. So many bodies, every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury, but we've been able to determine they perished from forcible aether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Vin, shall we start with you? Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with aether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject in this case, Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's echo? I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul. It seems probable that the procedure endangered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. So not the same, like, past sensing echo that I have, but very similar in its functionality. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door, night and day. She can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you don't just see the past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. Never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, his sail was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Helsvirger's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. The results of these experiments have been relayed back to Geralmod. There will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. Must be ready. We must learn all we can of these gods-forsaken procedures. The Fordola remains our best source of information. Should not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. We are to convince others to follow you. You must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. Wait, what would be the purpose of that? Giving an entire legion the ability to see the past. That doesn't seem useful. Like, it's obviously useful for us. But, like, I'm trying to think what the applications would be on a mass scale, like an army. Or am I forgetting something about, I guess, Kryl's power specifically? Go looking for answers about the echo and end up getting schooled by Raban. Yet more evidence I don't know what I'm doing. No wonder people listen to him and not me. General Aldine is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? This is a quandary in which countless refugees now face, to continue the life they built in Oda, or start again in the land of their birth. Bin, a moment. I am newly returned from Ilda with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. Shadowbringers contains literally 0 Lise, which is what makes it the best expansion. Aw, she's not that bad. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Elfno, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Make no notice of him, Abin. Okay, never mind. Yeah, fuck Lise. I mean, okay, look. She was kind of stupid over in Doma, not gonna lie. I think we can all agree. She probably caused some problems that didn't necessarily need to happen. But she's no Papalimo. And we already got rid of Papalimo. So I don't really see a problem here. The question of how to put the Mad King's treasures to good use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Arwenvald? I'm at your beck and call. I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organize a squad to head down into the ruins, and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, Abin. I guess, like... What was the reason why they appointed her? Just because she was, like, on our team? And she was kind of the only one that was, like, on our team, but also lives here? And Raban turned it down? So she kind of just got the position by default, right? So I guess I can see where that comes from. Oh, we have to actually go to Oda. It's a good thing I still have Oda as my free teleport after all this time. I probably should have switched this to, like, literally anything else ages ago, but nope. I'm keeping it here. It's too useful. Where are we going? There. Yeah, I don't know why it does so useful. I mean, it has, like, a decent amount of guilds I sometimes have to go back to. It's weird, though, because, like, you'd think Limsa would be more useful simply for the fact that most events seem to start in Limsa. Like, the last couple have been in Gridania, but usually, if you need to figure out where an event's gonna be, like a seasonal event, a good guess is Limsa. Like, it's a good first guess. Well, does like third on the list. But I do like the design of this place. Limsa is just, I don't know, it looks really hot and dry. And Gridania is nice, but I love like the cozy look of like all the buildings are all covered. I like the idea of like, it's kind of reminds me of like a big indoor underground, like in Montreal, that kind of place. When was the last time we spoke with her? When she, like, undied?
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy. The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel.
Yeah, I wish we got to see more of her. She still appears like up into Endwalker and stuff, right? I mean, they're not going to try killing her off again, right?
Penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland.
Okay, good.
He is a son
She's not
of
dead yet.
Alamigo.
Could you imagine if
And
they
now
actually
that
killed her
she is
off for
free,
real?
I thought it only a matter
There'd
of
be
time
riots.
before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about that too. He should have been the leader.
I will welcome him with
This is a
open
way better
arms,
job.
of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt.
Just make him the leader. Lise isn't good at the job.
Whether Raubon chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Ortiz commitment issues with actually killing characters. Unless the characters are like you've only known them for like a single expansion, then they're just perfectly fine with killing them. Oh, what's that? This character you just met? Oh, well, they're gonna die. Guarantee. Like, whatever new character we meet in this upcoming bit of story, absolutely guarantee they're gonna die before Shadowbringers. Where are we going? Oh, outside the quicksand. Oh, okay. Fortunately, we haven't met any new characters yet, so it's pretty safe to say that we're probably not killing anyone yet. Oh yeah, the quicksand's the Adventurers Guild. I forgot it was called that. No one's gonna, like, notice you? I mean, maybe she just doesn't have, like, a very recognizable or unique face. That's probably it. What do you think of Lyra, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papashan would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. That is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life in every corner of Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. But let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the gate of Nald. Wow, why would you punch her? That's not nice. You're gonna get arrested for punching the Sultana. Oh right, we have to actually leave to go to Stone's Throw. You know how many times I've been to Stone's Throw? Actually quite a few times. In fact, I was just there for the dancer stuff, so you'd think I'd know where it is. Let me style on these level 1 enemies. I'm so good. Wow. Okay. Looks like I've gathered some attention. Look upon this procession of tattered tents. These refugees camp in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Thanalan's predators both. City's mighty walls offer safety. Streets overflow with people as it is. Unless blessed by the hands of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Elda. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo and 5 since the calamity, yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls on me. You've been busy, you know, being dead and all. Yes, my authority is limited, and that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy air. Okay, now that I'm not familiar with. That's down here, right? Wait, where did she go? Wait. What map is she in? Oh, she is here. How did I miss that? Can't wait for them to combine AR areas together in 13.3. What, you think they're gonna like put every single Ul'dah map into one, every single Gridania map into one, every single Limsa map into one? Not really sure what purpose that would serve. I guess that would be kind of cool. It was here, in this wholly unremarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in the eastern Thanalan when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarists, we only have hope they are hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens, quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience. I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarists' damnable games. Forgive my outburst. You're but one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let's return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. Oh, you mean like the cities? So you can like actually physically walk up the stairs without a loading screen? Yeah, I guess that would be kind of cool. Especially if they're now doing work on them. I mean, they said they were adding a diving section to Limsa. That's weird. I was not expecting that. Wait, down here. I mean, I guess it's free. There's no reason to do this. Okay, Colosseum should be the Gladiators Guild, right? From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to whatever any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from that ignominious chapter in my life. For it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raban. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice. I demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another. My royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged for Raban to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raban had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. And when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Raban is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. Then I had my blade. Wait, you found Discount Tataru? You're gonna have to send me a picture of that one. How discount could it be, though? Like, Tataru doesn't wear that complicated of a clothing. I feel like you could probably 100% pull it off. Wow, now we're just like invading the Sultana's mind. I hope she's okay with that. I mean, it's clear that people know when you're doing it. Because of, like, Fordola, but unless Fordola just assumed that we did it and guessed correctly. Reception of the Gladiators Guild? Okay, I'll have to take a look, because I don't remember what she looks like. Been a very long time since I've touched anything Paladin related.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
What the fuck?
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Sham. Raban!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah. And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last.
Imagine just, like, becoming a fucking 1% from fighting in the gladiator pits. The good old days back when Raban had 2 arms. Yeah, can we get, like, a story arc where he gets a sick robot arm? Made by the Garleans? You know, now that the Garleans... I'm assuming the Garleans have been, like, fully subdued or something. With, like, Endwalker out of the way. Or maybe, like, some sick, like, magic arm from Charlian. Because apparently those guys are pretty adept with magical things. I'm sure they could magic up something for him. Words cannot express well what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for me, and my well-being, of course. Apashan's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Raban, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. It was the only edge with which could cut the strings that bound me. You're offering me food, and you're offering me money. Well, I think I know what I'm taking. Okay, where's this, where's the paladin? Where's the receptionist? I gotta see this receptionist. Because I don't remember what she looks like. You know what, you're right. It's that hair color that definitely, like, pulls off the great value Tataru look. Lulutsu. It's like almost the same name, too. I know that's, like, typical Lalafell naming conventions, but it still feels like it's almost the same name. Yeah, and she has the same hat. Same hat, same outfit, it's just like player 2 colors. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan's sworn for long, and there are other places I would visit. To the Azaranth ossuary. You want to go there? Why are we going there? That was, here, right? Let's see if I remember correctly. I'm taking a guess. Something tells me my guess was incorrect. My guess was very incorrect. Okay. How far off was I? Oh. Oh, this is the ossuary. I thought she meant, like, the church ossuary place where we met Sid. I don't know why. Look, man, she seems to get around pretty quick. I wouldn't put it past her to walk all that way. This is like, I haven't even been here in a longer time. I'm pretty sure I've been to the Gladiator Pit more recently than I have been to here. When the calamity threatened, Raban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. Prayed with all my heart that Archon Louis Sois would have the power to rouse the 12. That day, I've made a custom of visiting the shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I'm fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. Much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I'm to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Elda. I've chosen my path, Abin. With Alamigo now freed from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Already, many displaced Alamegans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I've made a small contribution, an artisan school in Rhalgr's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time the Eldan Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. I feel like the Syndicate... I mean, the Syndicate might be okay. Assuming they're not going to betray her again. Feeling this one. My suggestion. Maybe a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the Syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Manderville? No, never heard of the guy in my life. Definitely have not been to the Gold Saucer before either. What is that place? I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let's make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Wait, you have a gun? Why do you have a gun? Wait, what? That's just a fucking rifle! The fuck? Is that from... Is that like from the Garlean Empire? It's gotta be. But I've never seen them use a rifle. Why aren't they using rifles if that's what they have over there? The fuck? You just have the power of gun, like real gun. Except somehow I guess it's been outfitted to use magic ammo, like all the other guns. Now when she said the landing, did she mean the landing in the Gold Saucer, or did she mean the airstrip here? I think she means in the Gold Saucer. Oh, it's tome gear. Oh shit. That's kind of cool. Is that like the really good tome gear, or is that like one of the other levels that I was told to ignore because it's all outdated kind of gear? Yeah, landing, but like I didn't see her at a marker anywhere, so I thought maybe like the airship section here, because you know you come here by airship, right? Like, it would be, if I was Machinist, say Endwalker's complete, and they're already on the 7.0, and I was Machinist, and I was looking to buy the Tombstone gear of that section, that would be the gear I would get, is what you're wearing right now. Okay, you know what? No, I mean, honestly, I should just check the map. Nope, it is here. It is at the airship here. It's just that the airship here is in a really weird spot, and I honestly don't remember how to get there. But there should be a teleport, because usually when you get all the Aethernet stuff, you get a teleport to the airship landing. So let's see if I can go there, but I must have missed it. But I don't see it. Oh, it's way down here. That's why I didn't see it. It's one of the other icons. There we go. I've ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. How have you never been to the Gold Saucer as the Queen? Like, I feel like she should be invited there all the time. One or more party members were unable to teleport? Excuse me? Okay, where's she going? Oh, she wants to do some gambling, does she? I can humor her. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, and I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. Have we had to go here for MSQ before? I can't remember. I don't think we've had to do MSQ here. We certainly had to do other quests here. I don't think there's ever been a main story quest here. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. It's okay, you can use mine. I've got plenty. I don't even know how they make profit because, like, they're always giving out. The house always loses here. You don't have anything to worry about. Cuthbert will be expecting us. Come, let's head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. What is the Mac and Walker job weapon? Wait, I thought you said there weren't any more job quests. Or did they bring them back slightly? Try on. Where's my display mode? Oh yeah, look at that gun. That's just gun. It's a little bit of a weird looking gun, but you know, it's kind of just gun. I wonder if there's any Machinist weapons that reference Final Fantasy VII. Because there is definitely a lot of gun in Final Fantasy VII. And especially like the later entries in the Final Fantasy VII series, they had some really detailed guns. Like, they were fairly realistic, but they were just like slightly like uncanny guns, really. Do I have to go up there? Are you the person I've talked to go up there? No, I can't even talk to you. The fuck? Oh, you're up there, right. The lounge, of course. The place I rarely ever go. Oh, right, there's job-specific here. I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Mandeville. Shall we sit while we wait as a coming? Oh, is cliffhanger on? Damn, I haven't played any of the gates in a long time. All my tokens I've earned through Triple Triad at this point. My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you are kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When my son's good friend and Sultana herself come calling, there is no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I'm sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland. And you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you or me on the matter of how it might be distributed? The usual circumstances of our meeting, and your Grace's choice of companion, would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is, stop. Taxing Ilda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most emphatically, I agree with your Grace that your refugees must have housing and employment. What profit is there for all this arrangement? Profit? After all you've done for Gurabania's displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It's a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? all our potential, we are indolent to the creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it's unlikely that they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed. And any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Ulda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamegans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Manderville. I thank you for your candor. But then someone's gonna be like, hey, you're trying to profit off the poor. He's not gonna be able to please everyone with this arrangement. Rare moment of Godbert being dressed. You think he's gonna show up in front of the Sultanate undressed? Come on now. Man doesn't have enough class for that. Profit. Thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Ben, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? My attempted philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit. It would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. I mean, I would say I'm pretty successful myself, you know. I've sold a thing or two in my time. Ordinarily, I would not trust in any agent of the East Aldenar Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte in Ulda. A fair journey to you, Abin, and a swift one, if you please. Yes, let's go and ask the person who works for the person who tried to have you killed. That sounds like a wonderful idea. I'm sure he's not going to plot anything that would get you killed again. If Godbert was nothing but class, then he would definitely have shown up in his underwear. I don't know if I can trust a man that shows up completely dressed. Abin, what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how to best invest the wealth of Ulda. My dear Abin, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure. I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lord Lorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. Does he not know? I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Abin, and may your dealings prove fruitful. No, he had to have known, because he brought it up back when we first came here. Now he's just like, nah, it's fine. You can go and talk to him. Nothing's gonna happen. Totally. I like how it was 1,000 to go to Kugane, but only 480 to come back, even though this is basically the same distance. Because Horizon is literally right next to Ulda. So when do we get the MSQ plotline about building an Aetheryte crystal over here in the Waking Sands? You're telling me they can rebuild an Aetheryte crystal in a secret rebel base halfway around the world, but heaven forbid they put in the money to build one here somewhere. Maybe that's something I can talk to the Sultana about. Where am I going? I'm going down here. It's the poor people's 8th rate, so it's cheaper. Oh my god. It's the 8th rate of the slums. That's why. Wait, where are we going? Wait. Oh, I'm supposed to go to... Right. I need to go tell her that we're having the meeting. Duh. Kinda forgot about that step. I was just like, oh yeah, Waking Sands, I've been there. We can get there, sure. Forgetting the fact that, you know, she's not gonna know that we're there. Welcome back, Abin. Does your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Yeah, we were gonna meet with the person who tried to kill you. With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business. I'd hope to keep the monetarists at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah effectively. Very well, I will meet with Lolorito. Let's go on ahead to the Waking Sands. Prepare for his coming. Oh! They're like, no, we're not gonna make anyone walk to the Waking Sands again. I was all the more eager to do it. But the game's like, nah, you don't have to travel here. You did that enough. We'll do it for you. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have appointed the room to ourselves. The appointed room to ourselves? I mean, no one's here except Aranje, and I don't think he's gonna give a shit. Is he even here right now? I don't even know. No, he's not.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
Wait, the Doman Enclave reconstruction? Oh, is that like the foundation, but for Doma? Still visiting the Waking Sands, even the Shadowbringers. Oh, yeah, no, they gotta make sure you go here at least once per expansion. It's just tradition, really. I see. You think he's gonna recognize her? Yeah, of course he does. He's not stupid.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Remind me, why wasn't he, like, arrested and hanged? Did we not prove that he was at fault here?
Purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate.
Wait, so I give them money and they just magically give me more money?
But this plan is not intended to benefit the
So it's investments
alone.
then?
I would make of this an investment
I'll have to check that out.
which shall enrich Ul'dah and Alamigo both. And And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
You think he's gonna wanna, like, help with this, even if it... even though she said the P word?
It would seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Huh, I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
Yeah, like, what's in demand over in
You identified
Alamigo?
the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I.
Look, I don't know jack shit about what's gonna be good over there.
Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
I mean, the capital? Looks like there's a lot of room there. The saltery. Yeah, send them to the salt mines. They'll love it. Yeah, why are we going here this time of all places? Like, why did Hancock be like, nah, you guys are going to the Waking Sands, it's perfect. Sure, we could have just invited him over for tea in the castle. Where do we send him? I kind of want to send him to the salt mines. It's pretty funny. Get him out of poverty. Back into the salt mines they go. Which one is the big one in the south? That was Geary, right? We'll try this one.
Yes, if a stable trade route can be established between Uldar and Alamigo, then Alagiri would once more become an important waypoint. But while such growth would greatly benefit its current residents, I'm afraid it could sustain little beyond that.
He's gonna lead me on to the salt mines, isn't he? Mostly go to Mordona. Yeah, Mordona is like the real headquarters now. But it's just like anytime you come back here, half the time I'm like, why? I feel like at this point they're just having a laugh. They know how much of a meme this place is.
Yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative
We're really
ingredient.
sending them to the salt mines.
In this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
I can't believe we're sending all of these
will need to be consulted,
poverty-stricken people to the salt mines. That's not helping anyone.
Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production.
He's gonna.
Loch's bounty will
He's not being
contribute
honest
to
here.
Alamigo's enrichment.
We all know this
whilst
guy's gonna
easing
pull a
the
fast one at some
burden
point.
on the bull's aching shoulders, just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
If Ulda sees any of this profit, or the Alamegans are like still in poverty after this, it's his fault. you're still at the post game, it'll end eventually. Enjoy cutscene land at some point. It'll be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations, but I shall not complain. We've piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Abin. I could not have done it without you. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Abin, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Nilda both. On the quarter. Yeah, I think for me, like, part of the reason I felt that 2.1 to 5.55 was like a slog was the excitement of finally getting to the first expansion pack, more than anything. But I definitely enjoyed the journey from 2.1 to 3.0. Abin, you're back! What did Nanamo... Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So, Van says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants it to. Tell us something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Sultry does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect her to turn to it for advice. On a more practical note, please, assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat that I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Ul'dah to provide an entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Hafano, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? Are you hearing yourself? But yes, you do have to make a good point. First things first, though. We need to discuss the proposal with the Sultry's residents. Wesker, do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along a bit? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Let's go build some salt mines. I'm sure the people sitting outside the city are gonna be real happy about this one. Ooh, triple triad. It's probably gonna be a number of triple triad things popping up now that I'm actually doing story stuff. Well, probably less like salt mines and more like salt quarry by the looks of it. So wait, what exactly were the floods caused by? Because this place was like flooded at some point, right? Due to the calamity? Was it just something splashed the ocean and then knocked a bunch of water in here? Or was it like a magic attack that used salt water for some reason? And this is just the leftovers. Because I'm assuming this whole place was like this and not that. Oops, wrong way. Or is it a different calamity? Am I getting the two confused? Because I thought they were referring to meteor fall. Oh, and was this one's just water? Every calamity has an elemental aspect. So what? All the water? Does that mean that all water used in magic is salt water? Is that why they can't solve thirst problems in the world? Because it's all just salt water that they conjure up? What manner of mischief brings you to youngins to old want this time? We want to rebuild the Sultry, Grandad. I've been telling about the deal. That's bugging me. We've never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was. But it sounds like that's about to change. It's just one small wrinkle in your plan. Doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat everyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to call the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Grandad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up the regular patrols, and I'm sure he'd assign me to the lock if I asked. So we're not only sending people to salt mines, we're sending them to very dangerous salt mines. Yeah, they're gonna love this. I'd appreciate that, Wesker, my lad. Truly I would. So does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, aye, but mostly to kill Imperials. There's some experience hunting monsters, don't you, have been? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? A simple plan? Isn't that, like, kind of close to the end? Let's not waste any time, then. I'll see you by the dock. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me what exactly is required to restore the Sultry to its former glory. Good hunting. Oh wait, I don't need to mount up. It's like right over here. There he is. Right then, I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do. We'll see how well I get on. Alright, I spy with my little eye a giant-ass dragon. Holy shit. Oh, the weak point. Okay. Is it... Wait, it's not a dragon, it's like an ant. Never mind. Everything's armored, though. Its back, maybe? Not even it's armored. The feet. Would be the tail, would it? Or am I missing something else here? Oh, it's underside, probably. No? What? I'm confused then. Oh, it's neck. Horns? What am I clicking on? This reminds me of those, like, I Spy sections in Metro M. When you're forced in the first person, you have to click on some random spot that I couldn't figure out. Where is his weak point? Where do we hit this guy for massive damage? His face? Oh, right here. Where else have I not clicked yet? I've clicked all the legs. I've clicked the underside, the belly. There's gotta be something else I'm missing here. I don't really have a lot of, like, leeway with this. This is as far as I can move. I've clicked everywhere. Where else have I not clicked? Okay. What if we just, like, why can't even crush him? I was thinking, like, oh, you know, we can just, like, click on one of the statues. We'll just crush the guy. No. Salt. Observe the Yabby to determine its vulnerabilities. Well, it's just kind of sitting there. I'm observing it. His jaw. I clicked on the jaw. I clicked like right here. Is that not close enough for it? Are you telling me I have to be this precise? You saw that. I clicked on that thing 3 times. Or a point where I would have been like, I thought that maybe it was close enough. And it would have counted. That is precision. The highest caliber. I thought it was the face. I clicked like right on his... I mean, apparently not on the jaw, but like right above the jaw. I guess it wasn't close enough. The Abbey's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but on the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Does it though? It looks like the same as the rest of his armored areas. That's why I clicked on his body. The other side of his belly looks pretty soft and vulnerable, if you ask me. Ah, looks like you found a Yabby. They say hunting their shells is like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then. Wish me luck. Nations of Nim and Mikha had an exodus into Gurabania, but the area's elementals wanted to hide from the people and caused a large amount of brush to form. These eventually went away when the nations died off, which is why everything looks dead. So magic caused everything to be lush, and then eventually all the magic went away, so everything just dead again. So it was dead before and it's dead now. Great. Thanks, Sabin. I did it just as you told me, and the wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. Now as you want to fight. What strangely precise area of the next monster will he want me to click on? What beast is this over here? I think I can handle the Yabbies now, so we should try something different. What else is out there? Bobad's weak point. Okay. The jaw again? How about his eyes? How precise am I gonna have to be? There it is. Oh, there was something that appeared with the last one too. I saw it appear too, and I was like trying to figure out what part of him I need to aim at to get that up here. And I guess I just didn't aim at the right spot. Fobad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense a power pulsating from behind its brow. Ugh, a Fobad. How do we feed one of those? Just hit it really, really hard. As hard as you can. Gonna die. Nah, he's good. The other guy's gonna die though. I'm waiting on that final Encyclopedia Orzia 3 that I can truly read my whole story from start to finish. Yeah, those books sound amazing. I should get them. Sounds like there's actually a lot of cool lore stuff explained in there. It's not easy, fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Sabin. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Anyway, we should head back to the Sultry before Granddad starts to worry I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabby's hatchings. Maybe once I get some like shelves set up and places to put things, which will happen soon, TM, then maybe that's something I can consider. Because I have a few like collector's books. Like I have the Hyrule Historia, for example. I bought that years ago. I don't really have a place to put it up. It's just been sitting in a drawer because it's literally the only spot it would fit. I see that you returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did ya? I fought them myself, after a bit of instruction from a bin here. Like, once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good. at that. A fine young man you've become, Miskar. Fine young man indeed. Too often of late I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. We need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot, things like getting the Sultry ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. It seems Whiskar has the Sultry's security well in hand. I meanwhile have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Adine. Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. I feel obligated to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ul'dah. You should go. General Adine asked that you wait for him by the main gate in Alamegan Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. Yeah, I've seen that with some books too. They feel more like just picture books, but I would say the I don't know, I'd say the Hyrule story is pretty good, although it sounds like this is just wall-to-wall text. Hyrule story definitely had like a decent amount of art, but it was like all concept drawings and stuff, and they had like full translations for every single piece, which is really cool to see. And of course, you know, it had like the coveted timeline, which everyone was so looking forward to at the time. Of course, now it's like super outdated. They're gonna have to release like a timeline 2.0 at some point. Why go through the doors when I can just go over the doors? Opening doors is a lot of work. I wouldn't want to trouble that guy there, having him open those huge doors. Recipes were pretty meh. Well, see, the best part about recipes is you can't copyright them. So, if I really want the recipes, I can just look them up online. It would not be piracy.
Apologies for the wait.
Oh, this is
People
talking.
are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light.
And those identities would be...
I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Oh.
Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
How would I punish them? Oh, I mean, they fucked up the Crystal Braves. Then they went and basically helped the guy try and waken Bahamut Zero. I don't even know what the consequences of that are. I'm pretty sure something terrible is going to happen with that. So that's not good. I mean, I don't feel like killing them's, you know, gonna cause a problem here. They're pretty despicable. You think they can cause more problems? Probably. Unlike our friend in the cell over here.
There is no more fitting sentence for the perpetrators of such a massacre, and that is
these
but one
guys.
of
There's
their
nothing
crimes.
coming back. There's no coming back from the shit they pulled.
In any event,
especially if Bahamut Zero leads to another calamity.
When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me. I bear a share of the blame for Ilbert's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did.
Yeah, it's probably only a
Things
matter of
could have been
time.
different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
So do we see like a revived Alamigo at any point? Or is that still like kind of they're working on it by the end of Endwalker?
Wants to stay.
Because I'm wondering if like maybe 7.0 will introduce some sort of time jump.
My rank and joining you as a wandering cell sword.
So we can get to see like restored Alamigo and other places maybe at some point in the future.
I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear.
I mean, what, is he gonna just like stay here alone?
I trust you'll send.
He's not going back with his dad? It took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arnvald, what news? We have a problem, sir. A group of Vanatai have arrived in the main gates, and I don't mean the Vira. These are Kalania, the ones that summoned the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all the native beast tribes. We assumed that Kalania would refuse it out of hand. We'd best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Pippin, you dealt with these Kalania before. I'll have you by my side. Alright, I'll go through the gate normally. This guy's so excited to open the gates. I'll let him have his fun. Where are we at? There's the John City of Scala. Oh, there's like a whole chunk up here we haven't seen yet. And over here too, what the hell? And down here! Holy shit, I forgot how little of this place we've actually explored. I guess it's because of like the way this whole place is kind of boxed in with the canyon. Kind of makes me forget that there's more to it. Abin, Raban, gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. Do not come here to shed blood, they say as their swords are drawn. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Garabania home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask you first to surrender any crystal jewelry. Have my word that it will be all returned when the meeting is over. Alright, have a good night, Ewanton. Thanks for coming by. We will do as you ask, but you will not have your weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. And we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. Oh, the camera was going up. I thought she was like just sinking into the ground. That would have been hilarious. Well, I have the feeling we've welcomed a viper into our midst. I mean, they are snakes. So, yeah. What do we get this time? We got another set of stuff. Another weapon coffer. Okay. Well, you know what? Sure. Maybe it's a cool looking weapon. Maybe it's not. Let's find out. Try on. Nah. I like the colors. But you look at that animation and it's like, yeah, no dice. I'm keeping what I got. Oh, but I did get music, right? Yeah. Oh, is that Minion? Are we done this chapter already? Kalania Elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What do you think, Abin? Maybe they'll learn to compromise. Maybe they learned a lesson when I killed their primal. You believe an understanding can be reached. It's not entirely unheard of, I suppose. Those who followed Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation with Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the Scions? I'll round up our comrades and send them to Alamegan Quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Abin. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. This is just gonna lead in disaster. Somebody's dying. Nah, I'm just gonna fly. I briefly thought about teleporting. Very briefly, but no. 70 gold to go this far? I'm good. Where are we going? Is this the palace over here? Oh yeah, I guess so. Kind of makes sense. Wait, where? Oh, here. Wow. How did I miss that? I brought reinforcements. Arnvald told me of the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Ishtul and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm not familiar with the Kalania tribe myself, but Alisay's reports suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact, when compared to other Ananta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Jill and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We shall join General Aldine inside then. Abin, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. What's that, way up there? Okay. Are we, like, close? Where's my cards? No cards? Telling me, like, how close I am to things? Or did they remove that feature? Wait, no, they didn't remove that feature, did they? There was something they were patching out. It might have been the... No, it was not the cards. There's no way they patched out the cards. Unless they did. I feel like they might have patched out the cards, because I remember Sony saying something like, yeah, this a thing that no one's using, we're going to get rid of it. I don't remember it being the cards, though. You're with the Scion, sir. General Aldine left orders that you were to be escorted inside. If you'll follow me. Yo, cutscene time?
Thank you all for coming.
Oh, whoops. Thought it was on autoplay. There we go.
I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern.
Those are
You've come
big
from
lips
every
on
corner
that
of Girabani
lady on the
to
far
help
left.
decide
Holy
the
shit.
future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne.
We're gonna tear the throne down right now?
It has no one to sit on
as
it
a
now.
symbol?
No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place?
No, they're all like,
someone else
fuck
sit
kings.
Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
I feel like leaving negotiations with her is not a good play. We all saw how she fucked up negotiations over in Doma. Remember how trouble she got us in? Unless they're seriously just gonna sit there and like chat as friends, as she suggests.
Done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
A republic? We all know how those end. I've watched Star Wars. What she doing?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith.
Oh, great. A religious fanatic.
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Okay, time to pull out the weapons. This is over.
Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Are we really doing this again? Were there like crystals in the palace that she was able to call upon? Can't believe we let her keep all her crystal shit on her. Time for round 2.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later.
I'm pretty sure she
We
has
need
a
to
crystal in
evacuate
her
these people
headdress.
right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Yeah, we better act fast. Are we actually gonna get to fight this, or is this... Yes, thank you! Oh, thank you. I'm glad Raban has some reason in him. Get the fuck out of here. Nice. I think that's the first time I've pulled that off.
God damn it! The guards were already turned!
Oh my god, really?
Fools!
Oh, no saving them now.
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Yeah, we should probably just
Then
execute
they're
a
going
lot
to
of
be
them.
sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
But can we just, like, go to their tribe and just get rid of them? I mean, they're not being going to be reasonable.
Yeah, whatever she's about.
But we did
you
kill their
best make it
leader, so
quick.
maybe.
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Well, shit, we're gonna have to fight this primal, like, alone? Without people? That's gonna be weird. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? Can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If I think like that, we'll already lost. I have the Warrior of Light on my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Abin? Do the action deflect to dissipate the Aether Spheres Lakshmi releases during the battle. Warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether Sphere will result in failure. Oh no. Wait, did I not click proceed? Wait, I'm still in the party? Oh. You went to still in the party. Okay, well, we're just banning this party here. Where's my party? How do I leave the party? I'm the leader. Disband. That works. I don't remember the other way. Apparently I lost the button. Now we may proceed. To use Deflect to dissipate the Aether Spheres. Okay, I got some... Am I supposed to fight her? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Oh, there, now I can use it. There we go. Deflected it. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. Now we can use this. Okay. I got this. That's a lot of health it has, but... Oh, come on.
Oh, I offer you peace and serenity.
they also offer as mindlessness. No one wants that. Come on now. Get the checkerboards out of here because I gotta get over there. Okay, he was brave. He just tanked that. Like, I don't know, hard version of said duty. Not this, that's for sure. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to defeat her, or if I'm just supposed to focus on these things. Thank God it's a dancer, because holy shit. Overstate how useful this dash ability that Dancer gets is.
I shall free you from your hate!
No! Did I win? There's too many of them. What will we do? Do I have enough time to call all my adventure friends?
It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Oh, how did she get out of prison? Thank goodness she did.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Yeah, I mean, fair. Could use the help. I don't know where she got the weapon from. That's not good. Like, she somehow escaped prison and got a weapon. Now we can actually fight it? Hell yeah. Okay, is this the same mechanics as the actual fight? Probably. Yeah, everyone gather around. I'm gonna get nice and close so I can actually still do stuff. Where'd she go? Are we gonna get out of here? Yeah, let's go! Oh, nice. Alright, let's all put her down. Right? Are we ready? The rest of you need to run. That doesn't include me, right? Please, what the hell's going on? You know what? You're right. Stay here. I mean, we've got like 5 people. That's almost a full group for this thing. It's certainly an interesting situation. Instead of hard mode, it's like kind of hard mode, but it's also with NPCs, so it's kind of cool. I like this. Wait, where? What? I don't remember what this mechanic is. Oh, over here. Even the AI knows what's up with more than me. Imagine sucking that much at the game. Hopefully they can defend themselves though, because I sure as hell am not healing them. Because I can't. Active time maneuver. What am I doing? Maneuver. Oh, okay. Easy. only attacking like one at a time. Come on now. You've got some range. Use it. You get like 3 at a time. Look at that shit. It's so slow. It's not like I don't appreciate the help, but come on. Pick up the pace. Gift Schmidt. You're not gonna be able to convince me that your gift is anything good there. Miss Safe Lady. My soul weighs heavy with the idea of failing to stop you. Thank you for the shield. Into the things, maybe? No, okay. This is a thought. I honestly can't remember how that worked. Ow. I wonder if my heal actually can heal them. I didn't notice if it did or not. Hand of Grace. That's this again, right? Over here. Good. Okay, what's next? She's got to pull something soon here. She's just standing there taking it. Oh, here comes the next move. Something's happening. She's starting to weaken. Don't give up. That means she's going to pull up her big final attack soon. Here it comes. Divine Denial. Raise that crit rate. I don't even know if she does help them. Good. Maybe I'll actually raise their crit rate. Maybe I don't have access to like a limit break here. That'd be sick.
Here it comes!
Oh man, Trial Amigo! Are we still shielded in here? Man, we're just gonna like cancel in here all day, because that's fine with me. Oh, okay, we just deflected her magic, eh? Well, damn. Didn't know you could do that. Been cool if you did that earlier. Good. And she won't be summoned again because the person who summoned her is dead. Unless, you know, someone else tries to do it.
We did it!
But how did she do it without crystals? No one's been able to answer that question yet. Are we just gonna echo each other? Oh, is this how she escaped? Good. I want to know. Wait. What? Well, that's not what I expected.
What is this?
I'm only going to say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
She's literally handing her the choice. Use that sword how you wish. But now's the time to decide. Well, shit. Welcome to the Scions, then. Good enough for me. You're probably gonna need a better costume than that. We kind of have a dress code here. Yeah, you're not really meeting the standards, just saying. I'm sure we can get that sorted out once you get back to Mordona.
7 hells. It's her, the butcher.
Well, let's see what they think of this. Oh, she's gonna see like everyone's pain. Yep. Everyone she beat up. Oh, I thought she was gonna slit her own throat after all that.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
No. You're not going back to your cell. You're coming with us, right?
You are not forgiven.
I don't know if she expected to be forgiven, to be fair.
Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Oh, is she crying? Well, maybe she won't join us just yet. Well fought, Abin, Arenvald. That was a near thing. Aye, our stand against the Kilania would have been brief had indeed have you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. Should have... Gah, it's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson, and watch our own more carefully in the future. Be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room were the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of Kalania keeping their weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Justola. We appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Rangfried was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. You say the word in which Fordola grew up in is partially to blame for what she became, and as Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. Can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance. We risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it means. It is a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. A little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Abin, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
Oh, perfect. More talking. Give my voice a rest, jeez.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government modelled on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time.
Something tells me he's not quite ready to leave. Oh, hey, she came here. Oh no, is she gonna tell him to stay?
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
Yeah, good, because he's a way better leader than Lys.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
Oh, he's taking this pretty hard.
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Hey, you know, Pippin's more her size anyways.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
So I wonder if we're gonna get to see Raban again, because Lise apparently doesn't show up anymore, because she's probably too busy dealing with this.
Thanks for shielding
If
us from
Raban's
Lakshmi,
saying now.
you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project.
I mean, that's probably why she came,
General
yeah.
Aldin,
Totally.
and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope you were still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Right.
Beatrice,
Is that what you call
I know it was
gossip?
only a jest.
Polite kind of gossip.
But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
Yeah, I got
As of
fired.
tonight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
I'm sure there's a couple
You
around
may
that
be
could
getting
hire a
on in
guy
years,
like
Father,
you.
but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
Yeah, your hands are gonna get cut off too. That foreshadows you're gonna end up without an arm.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
What? No, I totally wasn't there last night or something.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
And thus concludes the Alamigan chapter. I'm guessing. I'm assuming that's 4.2 is gonna be over in Doma, and then whatever 4.3 is gonna be. I don't even know what 4.3 could be. Like some sort of combination. Is something gonna happen in Doma that's like gonna combine the two? But then we still have like 4.4 and 5, which will actually set up shit for the next expansion. I think it's about time I headed back to Ralger's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alisei will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Finn, why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others? On completion of this quest, you'll be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the Royal Menagerie attendant. Aw, hell yeah! That's a nice surprise. Wonder if that will actually mean anything. I'll have to actually go to Ralger's Reach. I thought I would still have to do another quest here, or objective here. I think I'm just gonna try and finish up this chapter. I'm assuming we're like really close to the end of 4.1 here. Maybe I'll just finish it up. See if I can't get like another whole batch of videos rendered out to re-upload. God, I still can't believe that happened. It's gonna take a bit. I think for the next little bit, uploads of other stuff is gonna be postponed, but streams should still be fine. Just YouTube uploads are gonna be a bit behind for the next little bit while I try and sort all this out. However long this ends up taking. Well, here we are again. Alphino has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, it meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It seemed I missed everything. I was pulling the palace grounds with Thancred and Y'shtola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalania. You could say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. Looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day, but someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will never, ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Bird Mother's doing. Whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vir and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalania's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for an Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Ralger's Reach. Just happened to be serving as the resistance spokesman at the time. He needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. Okay, good. At least she's realizing her place, that she's not much of a leader. Because she really isn't. So that's good. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Rauban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is all in respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. Tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Dress up, Rauban. Wait, detachable arm optional. Wait, what's it called? Dress up? Wait, do I have a Rauban minion? Like, the name implies that there's more than one. Oh yeah, that's right, he's alive! Oh, I was hoping he was still on that little island, wherever that was. I do give thanks to the Kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. Their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in the city of rich merchants. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads. I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. Oh, more for her, I guess. Bah, it's like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... They're probably planning a counterattack, aren't they? Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Zeno's put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Lord Zenos lives? Yeah, how? He was pretty fucking killed. Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate accountment to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. I mean, he kind of became a primal, and then I kind of defeated him, so... Yeah, no. Not really much of him left. Do I know that guy? Let's not Who I think that is it? No, it's not him. Cool. Well, that's a cliffhanger and a half. Who knows what that's leading to? Well, we'll probably continue MSQ next time. I don't know, stream tomorrow? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Minecraft will be Monday for sure. I'm gonna work on uploading all the VODs again that I uploaded in the last, like, year, basically. But hopefully that won't be a problem anymore, so other video uploads will probably slow down for a little bit while I get that sorted. I'm not really sure how long this is gonna take. But in the meantime, that'll be it for now. There will be more Final Fantasy for sure next weekend, and hopefully earlier, assuming nothing else gets in the way. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.